Construction Junction. Today we're working on a commercial project in Annapolis, Maryland. We're doing the elevator floor. We'll be doing the marble on the floor. Let's take a look. So they have this elevator stuck in this position for us. We're up on the 12th floor, but it's in a locked position so we can work on it. The interesting thing when you're working on elevators is that as you take the weight out, it adjusts so the elevator could move up or down. So that's why you got to make sure we usually working on an elevator don't change the weight tolerance. Right now we have it locked in position. So what we're doing is we're taking this floor up, and if you look, you can see a lot of imperfections, cracked tiles in the elevator, which is going to happen over time because there's so much movement. So we're essentially just going to take this up, put new underlayment down, put a similar floor back down, so it's not going to look dramatically different, but it'll be all brand new and polished. So just stay with us, watch the time lapse, and we'll see how this project goes. So this is another project that we're doing in the Grand View Hotel in Annapolis, Maryland. Like I said, this is a beautiful building, awesome condos, awesome shared spaces. So this elevator part of this project, they don't necessarily want to change the look of the elevator floor. They like the marble, so we're sort of putting the exact same marble back down, but we're going to add our underlayment, our Schluter Dietrich underlayment to this so that would help with the movement. Marble itself is a very sensitive stone, like it has natural cracks in it already, so if there's any movement added and the elevator has nothing but movement, it's going to create a crack. So we have to use top of the line thin set, and we have to use a good underlayment to control the movement of the floor. So we're going to go ahead and get into it.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands.
So the crazy part about this project is that they must have really used a really good thin set. But I still believe the problem is that they didn't use underlayment that's going to transition from that plywood you see down there to the tile. The thin set was strong, and you can see we're having a hard time getting this tile out of here in this small space. But when you transition in from plywood to tile, you got to have some sort of separation there, or else a natural crack is going to happen, expansion and contraction, as we talked about in the past.
Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up.
So you can see us putting down our Schluter Dietrich underlayment there. And what this is like a mesh on the bottom that meshes in with the thin set itself. And then it's a plastic top that I'm gonna say it has pockets on the top. It's like a pattern pocket on the top. And what that does is it cushions the tile, so as you step across it, it absorbs some of the impact, but it also creates that separation that we need from the plywood.
Everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Yeah. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, check my repertoire, don't check me not. Less is checks involved, I've been feeling like I'm next to God. Next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me not.
So as you can see here, Jazz is working through the tile installation. This is directly after the D-drill was installed. We can start to lay tile directly on the D-drill even though it's wet, but most of the times we like to let it dry overnight. And so we're just laying out our 4 pieces, and then after the 4 pieces are done and set up and dry overnight, we'll come back and put the cut pieces and route the same day. So that's the process when putting tile down.
What you want may not be what you need. Won't take control of me, but I got mouths to feed. Hustle smart, not hard to still get it by any means. Please, never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me not. Less is checks involved, I've been feeling like I'm next to God. Next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me not. Less is checks involved, I've been feeling like I'm next to God. Next to God, next to God. Had to get it by myself. Bad decisions had me live.
Alright, so that's gonna finish up this video today. We completed elevator number 1. Now in this contract there was 3 elevators. So in a building like this that holds so many people, you really have to schedule when are you gonna have a certain elevator down. For instance, like in this project, what we did was we gave them a plan of action, which included us having each elevator down for 3 days at a time, so that it would allow for our stuff to dry. And then we also added another day, so 4 days total, I'm going to say. 3 days for the actual work to be done, all the way to everything being grouted. And then 1 extra day to let it sit and cure, because it is an elevator and you want to take extra precaution to make sure that the floor dries 100% before people start using it and before that elevator starts moving up and down. So those are the things that you got to be concerned about, and you just got to plan it out in a way that you're going to be successful. And that's something to think about in life in general. You want to plan things out in a way that you can be successful ahead of time. You want to sit down, you really want to think about these things. Now, life is life, right? It doesn't always happen perfect. It doesn't always happen as planned. But just as us as contractors, more times than not, things happen and you have to adjust. So you have to go into it knowing that you're going to have to make some adjustments. You're going to have to be a problem solver to some extent, because I think and I feel like that is the part that people do pay us for. And again, things don't always work out perfect, but in the end, you just got to keep going towards your goals, and just try to make it happen. You just do the best that you can and power through it and get it done. Because at the very least, if you do fail at something, or something doesn't exceed your expectations, at least you have learned more than what you knew before you went into it. I've said this once before on the channel. I used to have a mentor who used to tell me when I would say, I have this difficult thing to do, how do I make it happen, thinking he'll be able to just tell me the answers. And his answer to me was, it always stuck with me. He said, well, if this is something that you're dealing with and you want to achieve this contract, or you want to finish this project, everyone else who's going for that project will also have to deal with the same thing. So you got to think about it from that perspective. In life, it's not just you, it's also everyone else who's trying to accomplish the things that you're trying to accomplish. So you are competing, but it also gives you some understanding that you are human. You're going to make mistakes, but at the end of the day, there's a way to make it happen, or there's a way to work things out for your favor. So just keep that in mind. Just stay positive and push through, and whatever that you're doing in life. And when you get knocked down a bit, get back up. That's what's important. It's important to get back up and go after your goals even stronger at that point. Don't be denied what you want to go for. So that's what I wanted to say today. Back to the elevator project in general. This is a big job for us, even though it's a small amount of work. Being in that condo building, there's some responsibility there that you have to live up to. You have a lot of eyes looking at you as you're working. So things have to go a certain way, have to be a certain way. So that's the good thing about working with Springdale Construction Junction on YouTube, is that we have a lot of experience. We've been through a lot of experiences in general, so we know what to expect when things come up, and we know what to look out for. For instance, not everyone would feel comfortable with installing tile in an elevator, especially since the same exact tile that you're putting in just had a cracking problem. But we have the experience and the knowledge to make it happen. So that's all good. And the client was extremely happy once it's said and done. Like I said, it didn't look different from start to finish, other than it was more polished because it's brand new. But it gave them what they wanted. So that's all good. All to the good of the project. So just moving forward, if you got something out of this video, please smash that like button if you like what we're doing here. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so you get notified when we drop videos or when we drop any kind of content. It'll be a notification that comes directly to you, so you can stay up in tune with what we're doing. Keep on a lookout, like I said in other videos. We're going to be dropping merch soon, stuff that we wear in the projects that you see, the hats, things of that nature. We're going to be dropping, so it gives you an opportunity to support the channel in that way. And we're going to be doing some giveaways. Keep an eye out for that. And that's going to be involved in our Instagram, our Facebook, and also our YouTube channel. All right, I appreciate you hanging in there with us and watching this video all the way to the end. I'll see you on the next one. God bless.